Imagine standing at the edge of reality, not at the edge of a planet, not at the edge of a galaxy, but at the edge of existence itself. Before you rises a structure so vast that entire civilizations could live and die within its shadows without ever understanding its purpose. The Omega Gate, an impossible machine, a cosmic engine, a monument built not to travel through space, but to travel beyond reality. The wasteland surrounding it stretches endlessly in every direction. Black volcanic stone fractures beneath your feet. Rivers of molten energy pulse beneath the surface like veins inside a living universe. Above, the sky burns. A dying celestial body hangs in the heavens, casting crimson light across a landscape that feels ancient beyond comprehension. Storms rage across dimensions. Lightning moves in impossible directions. Fragments of forgotten worlds float silently in the air. And at the center of it all, the Omega Gate awakens. Its colossal rings begin rotating. Ancient machinery dormant for billions of years comes alive. Symbols ignite across its surface. Energy surges through pathways carved by civilizations so advanced they no longer measure time in centuries, millennia, or even eons. Because this machine was never designed for one world. It was designed for all worlds, and perhaps for every version of reality itself. The central idea behind the Omega Gate explores one of the most fascinating questions humanity has ever asked. What if reality is not fundamental? What if everything we experience is built upon something deeper? Modern science increasingly points toward a remarkable possibility. Information may be more fundamental than matter. At first glance, that sounds impossible. After all, matter feels real. You can touch it, measure it, build civilizations from it. Yet deep within quantum physics, information appears to play a role as important as particles themselves. Some physicists have proposed that the universe resembles an enormous computational process, not necessarily a simulation in the way people imagine video games today, but a reality where information forms the underlying fabric from which space, time, energy, and matter emerge. The Omega Gate takes this concept to its ultimate conclusion. Imagine a civilization advanced enough to understand reality at its source code level, a civilization capable of editing the universe itself, not through magic, not through fantasy, but through mastery of information. The Omega Gate is their final achievement, a machine capable of rewriting existence. The science. To understand the inspiration behind this world, we need to explore several extraordinary scientific concepts. The first is the holographic principle. This theory suggests that all information contained within a volume of space may actually be encoded on a lower dimensional boundary. In simple terms, reality may contain less depth than it appears to have, much like a hologram creating a three-dimensional image from a two-dimensional surface. Then there is quantum information theory. At the smallest scales, information behaves in strange and fascinating ways. Quantum states can exist in multiple possibilities simultaneously. Particles can remain connected across enormous distances. Reality becomes less predictable and more probabilistic. The Omega Gate visualizes a civilization that learned how to manipulate these informational foundations directly. Another inspiration comes from black holes. For decades, scientists debated whether information entering a black hole was destroyed forever. Modern theories suggest information is never truly lost. Instead, it may be preserved in ways we are only beginning to understand. If information cannot be destroyed, then perhaps reality itself possesses a deeper permanence than physical objects. Stars die, galaxies collide, civilizations disappear. Yet information may endure. The Omega Gate represents a machine built around this principle, a device designed to access and reorganize the informational architecture of existence. The structure. The visual structure of the scene reflects this transformation. The journey begins in ruin, a shattered landscape, broken towers, ancient remnants of forgotten empires. The environment feels familiar enough to understand, yet alien enough to suggest something greater. Then the gate activates. Massive rings begin rotating. Gravity becomes unstable. Fragments of architecture lift into the sky. This stage symbolizes awakening, the moment knowledge begins overcoming limitation. The next phase introduces distortion. Reality fractures. Multiple timelines appear simultaneously. Past, present, future. Different possibilities overlap and collide. Entire civilizations flicker into existence and vanish again. This represents the realization that reality may not be fixed. Instead, it may be a constantly evolving network of probabilities. Finally comes transcendence. The portal opens fully. The sky tears apart. Infinite cosmic structures emerge. Galaxies become components inside a larger machine.